Hey everybody, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings and another Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Today, we're looking at Old Vienna.
One, two, one, two, three.
All right. Okay, thank you all for dropping by for another Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Before I get to today's beer, you're probably thinking, what is this sexy shirt Alan is wearing? If you don't know the name, you should know the name. Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, fellow brewtuber, does his shows out of South Carolina. Very informative, very funny, great content. I really like his stuff. He sent me a couple beers and this shirt via Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. And the reason I'm wearing this today is I shot a video yesterday for one of the beers that Nutmeg 2 Palmetto sent to me. And I forgot to wear the shirt. Usually I try to, if I'm reviewing a beer someone sent to me and they have a shirt and a channel to promote, I usually try to wear the shirt as long as it's clean. But I kind of forgot in this case. So, my apologies there. But he's getting, all this great publicity. I don't know. He's getting all this attention today for me wearing this on Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. And I mean, this video is this is one of those Back of the Beer Fridge Sundays that's going to attract a lot of views, I think. Why do I say that? Because we are looking at a classic Canadian lager. One that most of us forgot exists. It's OV, Old Vienna. Now, I have covered this beer on the show before. And that's probably why I still have this. I had to buy a 15-pack for that video that I did, which was like over a year ago. At the time, it was rumored that this beer was going to be discontinued, along with standard lager. Check out that video. I'll leave a link over there for it. I compared the two, and I also compared them with some local craft lagers, trying to find something to help out people who really live in my area and want a beer that's going to replace these. Now, from what I understand, OV has not been discontinued. It's just really hard to find. Standard, on the other hand, can't find it anywhere. And OV is just one of those beers. It might be the first beer I ever had. I remember my dad had this around the house a lot. This was the beer we had in the house when I was growing up. I remember cracking an OV for my dad and just being revolted by the smell. Yeah, a very good chance it was the first beer I ever had. And I just kind of associate it with just crappy macro Canadian lagers. Really, it took me a while to even get into beer drinking when I was younger, because I just didn't like those beers. They grew on me because they were the only thing you could buy when the bar was closed, and you were heading to a party. That was basically how I got into those. And then I discovered imported beers and microbrews and things like that. I've never been a huge fan of the sort of bland Canadian macros, but that said, sometimes a beer that tastes like beer is all you need. And when I did the comparison video last year, it was actually one of the craft lagers. It was about the only one of the four that I didn't care for. Like, this actually wasn't bad from what I remember. So I'm not dreading drinking this OV, which might be a surprise to some of you. My memory of it from last year was fine. I mean, it has been sitting in the beer fridge for over a year, but it's an OV. Like, this stuff it's like the cockroaches of beer, right? It'll still be. You find this in a bombed out area when the world has ended, and you're the last person alive, and you come across this, it'd probably be just fine. So it's brewed by Molson Canadian, and it's been around for as long as I can remember. All right, let's crack this open. Very healthy shaklook on that, at least. I'll pour this out. Surprise! It looks like a standard yellow beer. Not a head pour on that one. But, that's the way you got your beers poured for you at the hockey games when I was younger. Really, really bad pours. Some people would think, oh, that's a decent hard pour. No, that's not what that is. That's just a crappy pour. Yeah, so what does this look like? It's very clear. Nice activity. A lot of bubbles there. Very nice looking upside down snowfall. As my buddy Drew from Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks would say, yeah, that's a nice active looking beer. Nice white head. I kind of want this to settle a little bit, but well. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, if you're going to have an OV going through a whole bunch of foam up top is probably the authentic way to have it. All right, now let's check this out on the nose. It's a little tiny bit of a sweet note in there. I mean, I could joke and say it just smells like an old dirty Legion. I mean, that's not far from the truth. I gotta look how that head is going there. Can you see that? It's taking an interesting shape, almost like you get with a lot of nice IPAs. It's very cool looking dissolve of the head. I don't know. Very cool. More exciting than I would think from an OV. Anyway. All right. I guess we should go in for a sip. Cheers, my friends. It's not bad. Not as crisp as if I'm going to have a lager. I like it to be really, really nice and crisp. I'm not getting that as much as I would like. But I mean, it's not bad. It's I'll gladly drink the rest of this, no problem. Yeah, it's fine. It's I mean, it's a boring Canadian macro beer. It's got a little bit of a aftertaste I don't really care for. Like it kind of lingers. It just doesn't go away. So I sip a little more. Yeah, like it's got a little bit of a maltiness. Not strong, like not like a nice, I'm trying to think what a nice malty beer is. I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just kind of, you get a little bit of a malt note, which gives a little bit of sweetness in there. But yeah, it's just got a lingering aftertaste, and it's not as bright as I would like it to be. But it's fine. It's drinkable. It's a Canadian macro beer. All right. Now, if you watch my Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday episodes with any regularity, this is the point where we find out what we're going to be drinking next week. Let's check it out. Okay. I forgot I had this. I don't see a package date on it. It's a country sour, peach sour from the Country Sour series from Trans Canada Brewing from right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I like a lot of their stuff. I'm not always a fan of their sours, though. They've had a couple that I've liked, but for the most part, not a huge fan. That's probably why it's been sitting in the back of the beer fridge. But I do like peach beers. So I don't remember this one at all. I'm pretty sure I tried it. If I ordered it, I would have ordered a couple and had one by this point. So anyway, yeah, we'll see next week if I like it or not, or if it's gone bad or anything. I don't know. Like I said, it's been in the fridge for a while. I'm going to say probably about a year, maybe even a touch more. But that's, how you get rid of stuff is by playing Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. All right, friends, thank you so much for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub. Hope to see you again real soon. Cheers.
I'm tired and I need to go home.